something completely different. The first ever Rush the Growler original. The tune you'll recognize, the words were written by Scott Frank on the mandolin over here. And he's going to tell you the story all about this one.
Well, the story goes back December 6, 1933. It was Repeal Day. It was the first time you could buy a legal beer in America for over a decade. And there were parties galore. There's a party that happened in Buffalo on that day, and there's photographs of it hanging in all Ritz. The party had, in the center of it, a little doll in a casket that they called Old Man Prohibition. And they were having a wake for him all around, having a good time. We thought, what a party that must have been. And we thought it would sound something like this. The year was 1933. For far too long we had been dry. Now Prohibition's dead, you see. And we all agreed was his time to die. At last that old man's dead, said Paul. Let's have a drink, suggested Jake. A drink cried, might you think too small? By thunder, let's have an Irish wake. Cheers your health and down the hatch and bottoms up, for goodness sake. Have a drink now, don't just watch, it's time for Prohibition. Wait for Prohibition's effigy. Young Molly gave us her toy doll. Pat took it laughing devilishly, saying, here's our corpse who'll bear the pall. We laid it out in a nice clean suit. Such an ugly old man, such a mean old fox. We all took a drink and laughed at it, laying there in a coffin of a cardboard box. Cheers your health and down the hatch and bottoms up, for goodness sake. Have a drink now, just watch, it's time for Prohibition to wake. Our friends assembled for the wake, and Tim stood for the eulogy. I came to bury, not to praise, and thus began our jubilee. Our parade marched down the road. We carried that coffin from bar to bar. As we marched, we drank our toast to wives and sweeties and FDR. Cheers your health and down the hatch and bottoms up, for goodness sake. Have a drink now, just watch, it's time for Prohibition break. Down the hatch and bottoms up, for goodness sake. And drink now, just watch, it's time for Prohibition. And so we passed with the deceased, drink by drink paying our respects. But the sun was rising in the east, and we all wondered what comes next. Bury him at sea! I heard someone cry. Was a fitting end for the old man's wake. For far too long we have been dry, so we threw Prohibition into the lake. Cheers your health and down the hatch and bottoms up, for goodness sake. Have a drink now, just watch, it's time for Prohibition break. Prohibition's launching up, girl, guys, on your eye, for goodness sake. Have a drink, I'm telling ya, it's time for Prohibition break.